Welcome back to the Budget Adventure Kitchen. I alluded earlier in the main video that we're going to go a little bit upmarket, not so much budget. In the local fruit market, they also do meat. We've got some Cajun beef and vegetable kebabs, however you want to do it. I don't recall the last time I brought a steak, so going out and spending X amount of money on a steak, then to cut that up for a kebab isn't really the budget way. These cost me $11. There's 4 of them. It's basically just your beef and red and green capsicum, so nothing special. 99.5% of the time when I buy a protein, whether it's beef, lamb, and even pork, always look for the reduced label, whether it's reduced because it's a couple of days out from expiry, or reduced because it's a day of expiry. Buy it, sometimes $2, $3, $4 less, sometimes 50% less in the original price. You can find some real bargains if you have a look. It's hard knowing what sort of days of the week. I normally do a shop on a Saturday. Sometimes by Saturday Arvo some stuff's reduced. I know in the past, from shopping before Easter, if you go on a Thursday afternoon, you find a lot of stuff reduced as well. But get it home, freeze it, and then once it's frozen, get it out of the packaging, cryovac it. I've got steak, lamb chops, stuff like that in the freezer at home that was on its expiry date. Got it home, got it out of its packaging, cryovac'd it, and some of that stuff's been in there for a year. Take it out, cook it as soon as you defrost it, and good to go. So we're going to do kebabs on the grill tonight. Also, just to add that little bit extra, we're going to do sweet corn on the fire as well. So the sweet corn, most of the time, especially coming in the spring, summer, very cheap. I've grown it myself, ended up with 20 or 30 I think they're called knobs of corn by the end of it, and you can only freeze it. There's no other way to get rid of it or to use it as it grows. Like a lot of homegrown stuff, tomatoes, that sort of stuff, you got to stew them, you got to preserve them, you got to make a sauce or something like that. So yeah. So corn on the cob, on the coals, we're going to leave that inside the greenery, I'll call it. That way it sort of half stews. I've never tried charring corn on a barbecue. I know people do it. I know it's big in Mexico, that sort of thing. But putting that in the coals as it is, it's going to sort of steam and cook really quick. And maybe once I get it out of the skin leaves, as these are nearing the end of their cooking, I might just throw them on the grill too, but it's only a little grill, so I might not have the space. So our fire's been cooking down, burning down, whatever you want to call it. There's some nice coals there, so there's going to be a little bit of an equipment check and cooking at the same time, because I just picked up a little grill box from Kmart that was on clearance for $15. So nice small fold away. Here. I do believe it's a charcoal, I think it's supposed to be a charcoal starter for a barbecue, although I've got rid of all the paperwork for it. So it's got the grills, good robust handle, folds out, tray goes in the bottom to keep it set. That's a decent mouth on it too. And then I'll load it up with coals out of the fire and just put that grill across the top. The 4 kebabs should be perfect on that, so we'll give it a go. It's not really on the light side, but again, just the ability for it to fold up to that might be handy on the motorbike. So yeah, after the somewhat failed attempt at grilling on the campfire on the William Hobble trip, something like this might be a little bit better. If it's not, it was $15 on clearance, so we'll load it up, see how much this distorts from coals. I think you're supposed to have your barbecue coals and that sort of thing in there, obviously as a fire starter, however all that works, but we've got the fire, set it up, get the shovel and put some coals in there, and we'll see how we go. So I've just made a bit of a flat spot for it to sit on. Last thing I want is the kebabs rolling off the grill, if that's even possible, but we'll see. So peg that in, lock that in, get our handle out like that. I'll keep the handle away from the fire just because it is plastic. There, and it goes on top like that. So we'll fish some coals out. We've been working on for the last hour or so. Nice big coals. First time using this, so might go a little bit more than less. Worst case, I can just take the grill off. There we go. Clean our fire back up. Don't want that to go out. Alright. Throw our grill on top. That. I don't know whether it will help or not, but I'll do a bit of oil. Whoop, plenty of heat in there. Bit of oil on top just to lube the grill. We'll make a mess with our plastic. So yeah, Cajun Kebabs. Don't normally go near kebabs, but we'll see how we go. So I know we need a plate. Got to sizzle straight up, which is good. As I said before, these are coming out of the freezer, so there's a little bit of frost on them, but I'm not too concerned because they're a bit of moisture in the middle of the meat. I'm normally a rare to light medium sort of person, so of course, as I've said before, so they're sizzling away nicely. As you can see, we're starting to get some discoloration. It's only a light gal frame or box, so chances are it's only going to last a couple of trips, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, sizzling away nicely. Cooking. Get rid of that one from there. I'll put him up there because we've got some nice coals. Nice coals there. Again, don't want nothing too extreme. Low and slow. Throw that on there. Like I've said with other things in the past, that once stuff's cooked, it's going to cool down pretty quick. I don't expect the corn to be hot when I'm eating it, but yeah. Bury that a bit. Bury that in there like that. That probably only wants about 10 minutes. We already have an issue here with the skewers. The skewers are burnt, so I'm going to need the tongs for this. That one there's still alright, but the other skewers have caught on fire just about. As I said, I don't do a lot of cooking on the skewers, so I'll get the tongs and give them a flip. So they're starting to brown up. I might just move these two over. Try and preserve the skewers that are left. Ow! Ow! There is some warmth coming out of that. Oh, I need some longer tongs. So, Plus you got the heat of the fire, which doesn't help. So move them over against the side. Space there for the corn once it's done. It won't need too much. I'll give it another 5 minutes and I'll rotate them. Alright, we're going to 180 them. A little bit of char. The other problem, I don't know what cuts this beef is. It's most likely just cheap chuck or ground beef. Yeah, so there is a bit of heat. There's a bit of charcoal there, but you're grilling, so if you don't like charcoal, don't grill. But I'll give them another minute or two. Do a side rotation. That might nearly be it, just to keep a bit of clean meat on the sides. They're cooking really quick, so I'll give them 5 minutes and probably take them off and get our corn out. That'll be our 10-minute cooking time, and get it on the plate and see what it looks like. Rightio, so we're all dished up. Get some butter on this corn. A couple of charred bits, but that's all right. We're going to get a taste of both char and non-char. Something like that. Lots of butter, corn and butter. So clean that off. Go in the fire. Back in the fridge. So the great thing about this time of year too, here we are, nudging 6 o'clock and the sun's still out, so there we go. Cajun beef skewers, charred corn on the cob. Oh, this is going to make a mess. Come on, Beth, come. It's a chewy steak. It's chuck. It's chuck, so it's not an expensive one, but like anything you grill, all the spices, rubs, marinades, that sort of stuff's going to burn, so that's why we've got a bit of extra char in there. But again, got some good flavour. I probably wouldn't do it myself, make my own kebabs, although maybe you can get some better skewers that aren't going to burn. I know, mate, normally when you do them you're supposed to soak them in water and that so they don't catch on fire, but I'm going to sit down and enjoy this and take some time chewing this steak. Oh, there's a blowfly. What do you want? Yeah, this is the way. And yeah, thanks for watching.